They ring the bell, and here we go. This is a high-octane battle. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Misses with the jab. That counter shot lands. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Well done with that counter shot. There, this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are good. And there's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Put him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The straight right just misses. Nice counter. He missed with that jab. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think, right, concentrate.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Insane action. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. You'd like to see more jabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The exchange is punching. Hook misses. Don't want to trade shots. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He threw a punch and just got countered. Where was the defense? Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. The game plan does not seem... And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The straight right just misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. No rest for the weary.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't land that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He got out of the way of that right hook. The perfect counter lands. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Do you believe what we are seeing? Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Stumbling around in potholes. It looks like he might not be as hurt as we thought.
Defense is everything because
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Beautiful counter shot. They exchanged punch. Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. His stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stage. The defense failed them. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way it's going to be.
And we may see a stoppage here. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear their head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Say you're done. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. So, let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. That bell could not have... They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That hook just can't find the target. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show, whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Just missed with that hook. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Holding nothing back here in the round. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Swing and a miss with that hook.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And down goes Frampton. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So he's back up, but is he just delaying the inevitable?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again?
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Oh, the defense failed them. And right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it.
And now going for the finish. How are they still standing?
Bing Days now needs to step.
Well, you can't do that, can you? Can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter punch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. Stamina is all... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, The ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can't land the jab there. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Lucky that hook didn't score. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Punch, counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
He's just trying to break your concentration.
Nice counter. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. His stamina is off the charts. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. The straight right just misses.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. How much cardio was put in? And there's the bell to start the round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That uppercut just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Good counter punching. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.